Alrighty, before we get out of here, let's update our NFL power rankings. We were unfortunately not able to do this on Tuesday, which we usually do every single Tuesday. Unfortunately, could not do the show on Tuesday, but we have time today in the show, so let's update our top 10 in the NFL. Here we go. A lot of movement this week. New team in. We get one new team in. So let's start here. This was our top 10 heading into last week. Bills at 10, Browns at 9, Packers at 8, Patriots at 7, Raiders at 6, Rams at 5, Titans at 4, Bucks at 3, Cowboys at 2, and the Cardinals at number 1. Alrighty, let's start from 10 to 1 and start getting these new rankings up heading into Sunday's action, Week 11. Alrighty, here we go. The new number 10 team, and it's a new team in the top 10, and it goes along with our pick this week. We're bringing in the Vikings, baby. Top 10, number 10, folks. Vikings. Their offense, they put up the stats. Kirk Cousins, for the most part, has good games. Dalvin Cook, for the most part, has good games, and they just turned the corner finally of closing out the game against the Chargers on the road. Really great win there. Best overall game I think the Vikings played all season long, and we're going to give them a little nod here, moving them to number 10. I think they've turned it around. They turned the corner. Watch out for the Vikings moving forward. Alrighty, number 9 here. We are going to go Raiders. We're dropping them back from 6 to 9 here. We're giving this Raiders team one last chance to be in the top 10. If they lose this week, we're definitely going to have to move them out. But we need to see Rich Bisaccia get this team back as a collective. Let's get this offense back roaring without Henry Ruggs. I know it's tough. We've seen it. And we need Derek Carr to stop turning over the ball. We really haven't seen that by him. And now these last 2 weeks, he's turning it over at the worst time, when it's close in the second half, when you don't have that much time and opportunity to overcome those turnovers. So clean up the turnovers, and let's figure out this offense. You got to move on without Henry Ruggs. Got to switch up the scheme. We'll see if they do that. They've got one more chance here at home against the Bengals this week. Raiders at 9. Alrighty, new number 18. We're dropping this team back big time. We're over it. We're sick of it. We're dropping down the Bucks from number 3 to number 8. These turnovers by Brady. What the hell are you doing? Stop it. All these turnovers every single week. Multiple, losing the game. I think he has 5 over the last 2 weeks, and that's why these Bucks are losing. Tom Brady turning over the ball. And we saw him do it last year at the end of the season in the NFC Championship game. Got bailed out. Not getting bailed out these last 2 weeks. They're losing until he cleans it up. They're going to be bottom 10 here, maybe even out of the top 10 if he continues to do it this week. Bucks at 8. Number 17, we are keeping the Patriots. This will change, obviously, because what they won last night. But, this power rankings is for before that. So Patriots are going to still stay at number 7, and we will definitely move them up next Tuesday. All right, new number 16. We're moving this team back 1 here. We're going to drop down the Rams. What a really unfavorable performance. Just getting OBJ and then getting it taken to them by the 49ers. So Rams at number 6 here. I don't think I love the OBJ signing. I think it's going to ruin the locker room a little bit here. You already had kind of Sean McVay feeling pressure to get OBJ the ball, a la, the deep shot real early on by Matthew Stafford that resulted in a pick and really set the tempo. They're feeling the pressure that OBJ brings, being kind of a little bit of a overall diva, a little bit. So Rams at number 6. We'll see if they can turn it around, but this could be the beginning of the end for the Rams, folks. It would not surprise me. Rams move down a slot. Alrighty, new number 5 team. We're moving this team up a little bit. We're going to the Packers. The defense is obviously the real deal. Aaron Rodgers playing solid here. Running game taking a little bit of a hit with one of their running backs being out, but overall the team as a whole is really, really gosh dang good. They've been getting better every single week. The defense has been great really from the get-go here, and we got to start respecting this Packers team a little bit more. Cracking the top 5, I want to say, for maybe the first time this season, and it's long overdue, and we'll see if they can get it done against the Vikings. The reason why we're not moving them up even more is because this is another good test for the Packers here this week against the Vikings team, so we'll see how they do there and who keeps their spot and who maybe even climbs it up, Packers or Vikings, based on what they do this week. So Packers at 5. All right, 4 team. We are going to keep the Titans at number 4. They're scoring in clusters off of turnovers. It's leaving a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. They have an easy opponent this week of the Texans, but overall, I think we should be selling and fading the Titans a little bit here. Not going to do it while they're actively winning, but once they face a good opponent, I really think we're going to start fading them before that game plays out. Obviously, we're not going to come and wait until they lose and be like, well, we told you, we got to start fading them. We're going to tell you when we start to fade them, but obviously we're not going to do it this week against the Texans when they're at home. I mean, that's stupid. The Texans are absolutely bad. This Titans team is still good, don't get me wrong, but overall, not having that running game, more pressure on Ryan Tannehill to throw the ball a little bit more. It's a good bend but don't break defense, but overall the offense is struggling a little bit here without their main man-made identity of Derrick Henry. So we'll leave the Titans at 4. See what they do this week. Won't weigh too much in our mind, but we'll see. We'll keep them here at number 4. All right, new number 3 here. We're going to go Bills. Bills getting the big old boost here. Their offense is moving the ball. The defense is one of the best defenses in the league here, and they're just getting it done in really all the phases of the game. Big scores, shutting out teams, all of that. They deserve credit and recognition. We'll move them up to 3, and another reason why they're getting moved up to 3 is because of a lot of poor performances this week with the Raiders losing, the Rams losing, and all that. So we can move the Bills up even more here to number 3. All right, and then number 1 and number 2, what's been going on these last couple of weeks here? They've been flip-flopping every single week, and once again, they will be flip-flopping. So Cardinals drop down to number 2, and the Cowboys move up to number 1 again. It's like every week's we're flipping and switching, but Cardinals without Kyler Murray, not good. Colt McCoy got exposed, and we're not going to drop down this Cardinals defense too much here without Kyler Murray. So hopefully Kyler Murray plays a little bit here, keeps their standing at number 2 because they're a good team overall offensively, defensively. Cliff Kingsbury's getting it done with this team, no problem. And then for number 1 team, the Dallas Cowboys, offense is moving the ball here. Dual running back by committee with Tony Pollard and Zeke and Dak being absolutely fantastic, throwing the ball to CeeDee Lamb and Seth Wilson and Amari Cooper and Dalton Schultz, the tight end. So star-studded offense, star-studded defense, a la the Walk of Fame defense, one of the best defenses in the league. Cowboys reclaimed their number 1 spot with a big ol' win over Atlanta last week. So this is our new top 10 heading into week 11, folks. Vikings at 10, Raiders at 9, Bucks at 8, Patriots at 7, Rams at 6, Packers at 5, Titans at 4, Bills at 3, Cardinals at 2, Cowboys at 1. And don't worry, folks, the Patriots will be higher than 7 when we update it for Thursday's game.